Right now, as you're listening to this, your brain could be under attack. No, it's not science fiction. It's the reality of our daily lives. The choices we make in the kitchen, the things we put in our shopping cart, they have this huge direct impact on our brain's future. What we eat isn't just about fueling our bodies for the day, it's literally either building up or breaking down our most important organ. But what if you could fight back? What if you could actually turn back the clock on your brain? Get this. New research shows that people who really stick to a specific way of eating have a rate of cognitive decline that's equivalent to being 7.5 years younger. Just let that sink in for a second. That's almost a decade of mental sharpness regained through what you put on your plate. No, this isn't just some crazy theory. It's a proven strategy, and it has a name: the mind diet.
If you've made it this far, there's no reason not to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next.
Today, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint to help bulletproof your memory. Hi, Dr. Thomas here. Today, we're looking at how to feed your brain the right way. All right, so first, let's get on the same page and really understand what's at stake here. This isn't just about misplacing your keys every now and then. This is about preserving the very core of who you are. According to the Alzheimer's Association, dementia isn't just one single disease. It's really more of an umbrella term for when your thinking skills decline so much that it starts to mess with your daily life, with your independence. It's a huge challenge for sure, but it's one we're learning how to fight back against. And this attack on our brain, it's incredibly specific. A lot of the time, the damage kicks off in a little place called the hippocampus. Now, this small but mighty region is basically the command center for learning and for forming new memories. So when it gets compromised, our ability to record new experiences it starts to fade. But, and this is a big but, here's the good news. We have a really powerful, actionable plan to defend the hippocampus and, the rest of our brain. It's time to build our neuroprotective shield. So, the mind diet, it's not some new fad, not at all. Its name actually tells you everything you need to know about its rock-solid scientific roots. It stands for Mediterranean-Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. Whew, that's a mouthful. But what it means is that it's a hybrid, kind of like a greatest hits, of two of the most researched and healthiest eating plans on the entire planet, the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet, but it's specifically tweaked to boost brain health. And you want to know the best part? It's actually pretty simple. There's no complex calorie counting or crazy rules. It's really more about what you add to your plate than what you take away. The diet focuses on these brain all-stars, right? Like leafy greens, berries, nuts, fish, olive oil, while just kind of limiting the other stuff like red meat, butter, cheese, and fried foods. The goal is super simple. Eat more from the healthy list and a little less from the other one. And hey, the results really do speak for themselves. Sticking to these principles doesn't just give you some vague feeling of wellness. No, the studies directly link it to a slower overall rate of cognitive decline and a major reduction in the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. So the takeaway here is crucial. This is a diet with a very specific brain protecting mission. Okay, so how does this all work? What's the magic here? Why do these specific foods have such an incredible protective effect? Let's take a quick look at the science that turns something like a berry or a handful of nuts into a real memory-saving tool. It really all comes down to the neuroprotective compounds that are just packed inside these foods. Those leafy greens, they're absolutely loaded with things like lutein and folate, which help protect our brain cells. Berries are just bursting with antioxidants that fight off damage. And fish, that gives us those critical omega-3 fatty acids, which are the essential building blocks for a healthy brain. You're literally giving your brain the raw materials it needs to defend itself. So the mind diet is an incredibly powerful tool. It's the cornerstone for sure. But to really bulletproof your memory, we've got to look at the bigger picture. It's all about creating a lifestyle that supports brain health from every possible angle. So here are 5 habits, all backed by solid research, that work hand in hand with your diet. Number 1, of course, is eating those neuroprotective foods we just talked about. Second, regular exercise. This is a big one, especially things like jogging or brisk walking. It boosts blood flow to the brain and can even increase the size of the hippocampus. Third, quality sleep. It is absolutely non-negotiable. That's when our brain does its filing and consolidates memories. Fourth, you gotta manage your stress, because chronic stress can actually damage brain cells. And finally, number 5, stay socially engaged. Seriously, having meaningful relationships is one of the best forms of brain exercise there is. Okay, so as we wrap this up, I really want to leave you with one final empowering thought. Your cognitive future, it's not just something that happens to you. This quote just perfectly captures the essence of everything we've talked about today. We are not passive bystanders in our own health. Through our choices, what we eat, how we move, how we connect with others, we are the active architects of our own minds. We can literally shape the health and the vibrancy of our memories for years and years to come. And look, it doesn't have to be some massive, life altering overhaul starting tomorrow. It can start with one small change. Maybe it's just adding a handful of berries to your oatmeal, or deciding to take a brisk walk after lunch.
If you're serious about anti-aging diets and boosting longevity, do these two things. First, hit subscribe right here. Second, check out this video on my left. It'll give you the full rundown on the longevity diet.